welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into financial domination or findom, where power dynamics and finances intersect. Before we get into the fun part, let's talk about something crucial: consent, negotiation, and clear communication. First things first, consent is king. In any relationship, especially in findom, consent is key. Consent means everybody is on the same page and everybody feels safe. And it's not just a one-time thing. It's an ongoing conversation.
Consent is defined as permission for something to happen or agreement to do something. And why is consent so important to discuss?
How do we make sure everyone is in the loop? Here are some practices for ensuring consent in a findom relationship. 1. Discuss the limits. Always talk about what's on the table and what's off limits, and keep things comfortable for both parties. 2. Ongoing check-ins. Make it a habit to check with each other regularly, because feelings and boundaries can change, and if it does, that should be totally okay, but you should be informed when those feelings and boundaries are changed. Number 3. Safe words. Establish safe words. Safe words that either parties can use when they feel uncomfortable. So those safe words are, for instant clarity. With safe words, you can pause and reassess things. Especially when things get a little too intense. Now, let's move on to negotiation. This is where the fun really begins. Think of it as a dance. Both partners need to be in sync. So how do we get the rhythm going? 1. Set the scene. Find a comfortable space to talk where there are no distractions on both sides. And the more relaxed both of you are, the easier it is for the conversation to flow. 2. Be honest. Share your desires, your limits, and any financial boundaries upfront. Honesty builds trust, and trust is like a basic foundation in building relationships. Number 3. Be creative. Negotiation doesn't always have to be all business. You can incorporate your interest in your fantasies to make it exciting. Maybe you want to include playful punishments or rewards. Get imaginative, get creative. Now let's talk about communication. In findom, clarity is key. Misunderstandings can lead to discomfort, and nobody wants that. So, how do we keep the lines of communication open? For effective communication, 1. Use technology. Texting, voice notes, all video calls. Whatever makes it easy for both of you to express yourselves. So both parties need to agree on which form of communication they would like to use, whether it's texting, voice messages, or video calling. Texting is great because sometimes typing out feelings can be less intimidating than saying it face to face. Number 2, be direct. Don't beat around the bush. If something is bothering you or you want to try new ideas, say it clearly. 3, practice active listening. This means really focusing on what the other person is saying. So you should listen without actually planning your response as they talk. And then you can acknowledge their feelings and ask questions to show that you care. Look at that. Active listening in action right now. It is a game changer in any relationship, especially in findom where emotional safety is key. To sum it all up, if you're someone in a relationship or who is in financial domination, you should know consent, negotiation, and clear communication are the trifecta of a successful relationship or findom relationship. These create safe and enjoyable environment for both the dominant and the submissive one, in order for them to explore their desires. And remember, it's all about having fun whilst respecting each other's boundaries. Whether you're a dominant or a submissive one, making these practices your priority can enhance your experience. So remember to negotiate. So if you're in any relationship, make sure you practice consent, clear communication, and negotiation. If this is going to be a problem for you and you are starting findom, make sure you create a contract. Make sure you come up with a contract and then use the contract. Both of you need to sign that contract so that both of you will know what you're getting yourself into. If this is If financial domination is something you are interested in and it's something you do, make sure you have a contract and lay out all the things you want so that both of you can go over it and agree to it. And to all of you reaching out to me, sending me emails, I really appreciate all of that. Thank you for reaching out. So be safe out there and comment below, what are your top tips for consent and communication? It can be for relationships in general and it can be for fandom. Anybody can comment below and be respectful in the comment section. Let's keep the conversation going. Until next time, stay safe and play wisely.